Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are on day 11 of the Road to Financial Freedom Challenge. And today, guys, we are going to be talking about how you can start to save. Those of you who feel that you have no savings, not even $1,000, this is going to be your opportunity to kind of take a closer look at your finances and start putting a little bit away each month that will help you to get to that $1,000 and beyond. So we're going to do a 52-week savings challenge, and we're going to start that this week. So I want to just kind of lay out some things that you can do to help you to start that savings challenge and be successful. And for those of you that are new to my channel, I want to say welcome. If you are new, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and turn on your bell notifications, as I will be uploading videos every single week. So here we're going to get started, and let's talk about this challenge because I am so excited. When you get the challenge and decide that you want to join the challenge, I want you to think of your goal. Goal for this challenge is going to be $2,500. Now, I know it says, or the industry says, or the market says that the majority of Americans do not have $1,000 in savings. And what I want you to understand, even though $1,000 may seem like a real challenge for you, I want you to know that I want you to go beyond that. There are going to be a number of you who are going to far exceed the $2,500, but I want you to challenge yourself to save at least $2,500 because when life happens and you have $1,000, most of that's already gone. But if we can go over and above that, and if we have to tap into that, we still have enough money left over. So I want to challenge you for this 52-week challenge to save $2,500. The keys to saving, guys, is this. We got to understand, what is your why? Why do you want to save? Because in most cases, why haven't you saved? If you have not saved money, maybe you had something going on in your life. Maybe you didn't have enough income or you have too much debt. But I want you to kind of shift your focus and understand why you want to save, but really why you need to save. And why you need to save is you want to make sure that you have money readily available in case of emergency. Now, if no emergency comes, that's great because there's nothing greater than knowing that you have a sense of security and knowing that you have something that you can pull from in case of emergency. Because if you have no one around you that you can rely on except yourself, this is going to be your number one why and the reason why you want to focus on this challenge. Your budget. Your budget basically is going to tell you how much can you save. Now, of course, during this 52-week challenge, we already have a set amount laid out each week. However, you need to look at your budget because your budget may not allow you to save the amount that's listed in the 52-week challenge. Now, I will tell you guys, the amounts in the 52-week challenge are not very high. They're really small amounts. When I say small amounts, I'm talking under, $75, some way less than that. But the point of it is you will need to look at your budget and make sure that you can make this fit because we've had a couple of lessons where I talked about cutting costs. If you feel like, oh, I cannot do a challenge because I don't have any extra money, again, go back and watch some of the previous videos, which I will also post in the description area that you can use to help you to figure out what you need to cut in your life so that you can comfortably participate in this challenge. The end goal. So what is your end goal? Yes, your end goal is you want to build a savings. Yes, you want to have security. But for those of you who say, I need to save more because I want to buy a house, I may need to buy a car, or I'm trying to pay off some debt. So whatever your end goal is, always keep that in mind that if you don't comfortably and consistently participate in this challenge, that is what is at stake. Your freedom. Your goal here, guys, really on this road to financial freedom challenge is just being free. You want to get to a point where you're not living to just are working just to pay bills, or you just living just to pay your creditors. That's not what you want. You want to have the freedom to choose. And when I say the freedom to choose, that means if you want to go out to dinner, okay, you can do it because you have the money set aside for that. If you want to take that trip, you can do it because you have the money set aside for that. If you want to go shopping or just give money away and be a blessing to someone, you can do it. That's freedom. And I want that for each and every one of you. The life that you want to live. So, what kind of life do you want to live? Because if you are able to save, that's ultimately what you're creating. You're creating the freedom, you're creating the life that you want to live so that you can do the things that you want to do and not the things that you have to do. And when you're able to do that, that's what makes life so much more enjoyable. And it definitely relieves so much stress. The next thing you want to be mindful of is consistency. Guys, you got to be consistent. You cannot say, oh, I'm excited about the challenge and I'm going to save, and you save the first 2 weeks. And after that, you don't save anymore. It has to be consistent. Just like you wake up each and every day, that means each and every week, you got to look at that chart. What do I need to save this week? And I need to go ahead and get this money put into savings. When you are consistent, the results will come. Just look over your life, okay? Have you been consistent? If you said, I want to pay off debt, have you been consistent with a debt repayment plan? Have you said, oh, I want to be consistent and not use my credit cards? But have you been consistent to say, oh, I'm gonna cut the credit card up so I can't use it, so that I can use cash and get these credit cards paid off? Oh, you said, oh, I want to lose weight. Well, have you been consistent exercising, eating right, not eating a lot of sugar and snacks and candies? If you have not been consistent, it has not given you the results that you desire. So when it comes to this 52-week challenge and even the Road to Financial Freedom challenge, you have to be consistent, because if you look over everything that you've ever done, if you've been consistent, you got the results. And this is what I want for you on this challenge. Well, what do you need to be successful on this challenge? The first thing is you want to set your savings goal, which we've already set, of $2,500. You want to know the frequency. Well, in this particular case, the frequency is once a week. Now, if you're that person who gets paid, every 2 weeks or once a month, then again, you can make the adjustment based on what the challenge is showing you. Because again, if you get paid every 2 weeks, because the challenge is broken down into weeks, you just add up the 2 weeks prior to you getting paid, and then that's what you save. If you get paid once a month, then what are the savings amounts that you need for that entire month? Again, when you get paid, you take that amount out. The time frame. This is going to be a 52-week challenge. So basically, this is going to be the entire year. Now, for those of you who may be in a position and it may not take you an entire year, you may be able to save the 2,500 in 6 months. Well, guess what? You are done. Now, of course, if you can save it 2,500 in 6 months, that means you can potentially save more. More is always better, okay? The account or the place. Where do you want to put this money? We do not want to put this money in the shoebox. We do not want to put this money under our mattress. I want you guys to put these funds in a particular area where they would be out of sight and out of mind. So when it comes to this, I want to talk to you guys about where you're going to do. So here's the 52-week challenge chart. For those of you who have not joined our community, our Facebook community, the group will be in the description area. Definitely go in there. A copy of this chart is listed in there. It's a PDF file. You can go download it. And this way you can check off each week to signify that you have saved that amount of money. Okay. I want to make this really, really easy, guys. So how it's going to work. So of course it's a weekly plan and it's paid weekly. Or if you're paid weekly, then again, I just discussed how that you will handle that if you're paid bi-weekly, which is every 2 weeks, or if you're paid monthly. And what I want you to do is this. I want you to make sure each and every month you're going to check yourself. At the end of the month, when you do your reconciliation, you go over your budget, you go over your bank statements, make sure you are checking that you have saved the amount listed for the previous 4 weeks, okay? I want you guys to look at a high yield savings accounts. So here I have listed some top banks and what their current interest rates are at the time of recording this video, you can go and select the bank of your choice. But once you select the bank of your choice, set up your account, you can set it up to where it can automatically pull from your checking account. So what do you do today? So based on today, I want you guys to just really think long and hard. This is what I want to do. This is what I need to do. And based on that, you need to now hone in, focus, laser focus, and let yourself know. Of course, you guys have done your budgets. Of course, you guys have cut costs. You've done all these things, so you know where you stand right now. And based on that, you just need to go in, get everything set up your accounts, your savings account, make sure you're noting these amounts on your budget each week, because once you put all this stuff in place, guys, and be consistent, it is going to give you the results that you desire. But this is not going to happen if you decide that, oh, this week I'm going to go and do something different. No, you got to instill consistency. And once you instill consistency, that is what is going to give you the results that you desire. And once you get the results that you desire, you build up your savings account. This is now going to give you security. Again, for those of you who know you've been in a struggle for years, you haven't been able to save, and at this recording of this video, or you viewing this video, you don't have $1,000 in your savings account, or really in an account that is not owed to a bill collector. If you don't have that, that is a problem, because you work every day. There is no reason why you should not have money set aside. You have to make this your priority. This has to take precedence over anything and all the things that you want to do, okay, opposed to the things that you need to do. This is one of those need to do things, because like I said earlier, if you don't have anyone that you can depend on, you don't have any source that you can pull from in case of emergency, this is why this 52-week savings challenge needs to be your priority. And when you make it a priority and start saving money, money will save you.